Are we sure we're live? It doesn't look live.
You are live.
Okay, we started.
Yeah.
I think. So, we're talking about YouTube collabs up next on Geek Out SA. Welcome back to Geek Out SA. It's Friday and we're having fun, and I flubbed that one.
You flubbed that intro. Maybe
Yeah.
you should stop looking at the technology and let the producer do their job.
Yeah.
Yeah, good job, honey. Yay.
Well, we don't have our usual producer. He's out of the
Oh,
city
so
today.
Eric, he's saying you're incompetent.
No.
No?
I just... I'm not saying that.
Like sound
I'm not saying that. He did an awesome job. He did an awesome job. I think we're actually really good on audio right now, so that's a good thing.
Okay, I'll try not to yell because I get overly excited. But Adam is very subdued. By the way, this is Adam.
At least right
we
now.
didn't introduce
At
him.
least right now.
Rude. I was talking.
So, welcome Adam. And Adam from N&A Vlogs, essay project. So, what is N&A Vlogs, the essay project, Adam? Before we get into
Well, you go.
collaborations, go ahead.
Oh, well, actually, thanks for having me, first of all. It's nice to actually see this live instead of like on YouTube because I'm actually here. So that's like a little surreal. But because I do watch every week.
The show, right?
No.
No.
I was going to one day. I was going to one day,
yeah.
and then you slid somebody else in.
He produced the Yoda video. So if you guys haven't watched
Yeah,
Vince
he
Use
did.
the
He did
Force,
do that one.
Adam produced
Yeah,
that.
go watch that one. That was fun.
That was fun. We had a good time.
I had a good time on that one. That was fun. But
So we have Geeks of the Web says yo. Fulgore says yes, you're live. LOL.
Yay!
And Chef Johnny from Texas
Oh,
Style
yay.
Barbecue
Johnny.
Cuisine says good evening, folks. Good evening.
Hey, Chef Johnny.
now I'm hungry.
I know,
Jaybird
same.
Video says love you, Adam.
What's up, Jaybird?
Jaybird.
And Chef Johnny says what's up, Adam. And
What up, y'all?
look at that sexy guy. LOL. Which one are you talking about?
Which guy are you
Well,
talking
Eric's behind the camera, so and Vince is over
They must be
there.
talking
Just
about-
saying.
You better not be talking about Vince. No, I'm just kidding.
And then we have Steve Cuneo, a buddy of mine from work. He's checking us out. So
Nice.
thanks for watching. And S. Guzman, whoever, I think that's one of your students.
Yeah.
One of your old
It's
students.
Bass.
Yeah.
Hey, Bass.
She said, what's up? Love the pink hair.
Oh, yay. Thank
So-
you. All right, so
But-
Adam's
Walking
turn.
in,
So
walking in.
Adam's turn.
Hi, Adam.
Hi, how are you?
Good. What's your vlog about?
All right, so N&A Vlogs, the essay project, actually stands for Nathan and Adam Vlogs. And it's the essay project because I'm the Adam. We're based in San Antonio. So SA is literally San Antonio. So it's my son and I. He's 15. He's not here, unfortunately, because he's doing what 15-year-olds do in San Antonio, and he's at a quinceañera practice.
Nice.
He's almost a professional quinceañera guy at this point. So I think he's going to like 12 this year.
I remember you talking about it because we actually worked together
Yes,
as well.
yes.
So that's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah.
the vlog basically is just the two of us going around San Antonio, hanging out with friends, obviously, and then doing some crazy stuff. And I do it because in 20 years from now, I want to be able to look back and say, okay, this is the crazy things we did. Because our generation, I'm going to group us all together in this
We
room.
there.
We had VHS. For the kids listening, they don't know what that is. But we had VHS and we don't have that anymore. So my way of getting those now is to go through YouTube, and hopefully in 20 years YouTube is still around, which I'm sure it will be. And I can go back and watch at my old age.
That'll be nice. That's really.
we have VHS tapes.
We do have VHS, and I have VHS because our kids are 26 and 22 and
Right.
21, so all of their lives are on VHS. And I was just begging him the other day. I was like, please, can you try to find like a DVD, VCR combo that'll hook up to a newer TV, because they don't. They don't have the proper hookups to do the HDMI and everything that's on the newer TVs.
Yeah,
So
you got to really mess with it now
Yep.
to get it to work.
And
now
you
they
can-
have stuff that where you could do it through HDMI, but it's a whole other part that costs like $20. It's cheap.
Wow.
It's not that bad,
It's
but
not too
Or you could
bad.
have somebody convert it too if you can find the tapes.
Yeah.
That's the other thing, but
Yeah.
it's expensive.
Well, that's the thing. It's expensive, and then a lot of the times they want to know. So, I wasn't the best like videographer back then because it wasn't really too much of a thing. You just kind of aimed and shot the best you could, right?
Right. Yep.
So I've got tapes that it's like, oh, here's somebody's baseball game, and then like 10 minutes later on the tape, here's somebody's birthday party. I'm like, I don't even know how I did that. But
Yep.
so then you've got to try to find that stuff to let those companies know like how to produce your DVD. And if I can't watch the VHS, I don't know the time.
Exactly.
oh,
So-
and then we find out who the sexy one is. It's Geeks the Web, and that's Aaron, and Aaron does level up. But now, if you haven't seen that, you should definitely check that out. But he says, Adam, LOL.
Thanks, Aaron.
Appreciate that.
That's good because I was going to cut him. I mean,
Oh wow. Wow, that show just went
I'm just kidding.
Derailed.
right.
So, how long have you been doing N&A Vlogs?
We started it. Well, actually, I got to give Nathan credit on this one. Nathan's the one that really got me into it, into YouTube at all. Period. Because he was watching all these videos. I got videos from him when he was like 8 years old, and he's watching YouTube back then. So he dragged me into it. Now it's been about 2 years, I guess. And again, because the way we do it, we never really started promoting it per se and really blasting off with it until probably about 6 months to a year ago. Really got serious about it. Got around the YouTube group that you are a part of, obviously. We all are. And that's where we really kind of started, not flourishing, but getting more information and learning different editing techniques and stuff like that because of the YouTube group in San Antonio. And that's when we took it seriously. And
Well,
so,
do you want to start branching out and doing your vlog like more often, and maybe doing some of his like football practice and how he grows through football and some other stuff? Because it seems like that's a really big niche now in YouTube, is kind of voyeuristic, watching other people's lives.
exactly.
So is that somewhere you guys want to go with it now that he's getting kind of older and?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's that. I do have some footage of him playing football. I've got some old videos I don't necessarily put up. I've got one rule, and with him being a kid, it was awkward and difficult at one point, but I don't film kids, other kids, ever,
Right. Yeah.
ever.
Right.
Yeah.
So if we're out and about, and there's kids in the background, I'll literally cut it. And that's the one thing about the home movies where you couldn't cut them. Now I got the ability to edit out what I don't want people to see.
Right.
So when I'm over there going, I cut that out, so nobody ever sees it. And also for that reason for kids, and I know you're a teacher, so you definitely know about that. So.
Well, if we do like a convention video or something, we will leave the kids in there because kind of if you're out like at a convention and you know that there's going to be media, because you kind of already know inherently that that's going to happen. So if you've decided to take your kids out, you know that that's the risk you run
true.
of them being in some kind of media.
I mean, it's different when you're like going up and like
Oh yeah, of course,
yeah.
of
recording a
course.
camp, or if we do something like that, or we think a costume is really cool, we'll ask the parents.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Usually
it's not
they're
like we
okay
go to
with it.
some random park and start, taping kids like, oh,
Yeah.
look,
Yeah.
there's kids over there. That's
Jay
weird.
Bird Videos, Jay says
does that,
that turning Colleen gangsta.
Dang.
Don't mess
Aaron,
with me,
watch your
Jay.
back.
Wow.
And Damius Music says, "Love you, Adam. I want to
Damius.
be your groupie."
That
Oh,
is.
you have a groupie.
I'm his groupie, so it's all good. If it wasn't for Damius, honestly, my son does rap music and stuff like that, and it's a weird like chain of events that happen with him, and we actually work with him as well. But it was a weird chain of events because my son does rap. He's always been into it, music and stuff like that. And so I know this is a sidebar from what we're talking about.
No, that's
But
fine.
but what
Because
happened
then
was
we're going to tell you to put that in the vlog, but
that'll
we'll
work.
tell you in a minute.
But so what happened was a friend of mine at work told me about Damius and that he was recording at a studio, which is Bad Vibe Studios in Lytle. And so he's like, he didn't even know us at all. And he invited us to go out and to a session. We're like, oh, okay, we'll stay for an hour, whatever. We stayed like 8 hours.
Nah.
Oh, wow.
And the really cool thing is Dragon, big props to Dragon. He's a producer out there, he's the owner. He took Nathan and sat him down and literally taught him like about engineering and mixing and stuff like that. And we've been back many times, and I'm blessed enough right now to be working with them on some projects, which I never in a million years thought of. But Damius and I were talking about the other day, and it just goes back to that little small seed where some stranger invited us to do something, and now he's also doing some big things with his music. Not kid friendly. Don't, if you're a kid, don't listen.
Yeah.
But if, you know, he's doing some big things right now and he's got a big following.
But it's one of the things that Vincent and I are already always preaching, especially to the younger generations, is it's about building relationships.
Exactly.
You go build the relationship, you go out there and see what they have to offer, you
Yes.
work with them and help them out, you know, and then
Because a lot of people think it's, oh, just let me just go send out an email and leave it at that, or let me do something on social media. When you connect with somebody face to face, that's completely
totally
different. Completely different, because they're going to remember you as opposed to an email, because there's no face to an email.
Exactly.
Well, and that's how all of this collaboration kind of really got started, was y'all have
That's
the
a great
SA
segue,
YouTube.
That was
Colleen.
nice.
That's a good one.
Good job. That was awesome.
That was an awesome segue.
That is
You were waiting for that
awesome.
one, weren't you?
I was.
Yeah.
That was great. That was great.
So y'all have a group where you are.
Yep.
So it's SA YouTube Create, or San Antonio YouTube Create, and we meet every Wednesday at well, we're there from 6 to 8, but we start our actual workshops at 7 p.m. So we'll go talk about anything from like live streaming to actually collaboration. And I'll do my own
That was your segue.
to collaboration. And I actually covered a collaboration, what it takes to be able to do that. And what you want today is because you're really good at it.
Thank you.
Because you've been collaborating with the majority of everybody there at the meetup. So,
Well, it's like you said though. I mean, and like you just pointed out too. It's the relationships that are built. When we first found out about it through you actually. You were the first one to tell me about this group that was getting together, and I was like, group. Wow.
Right, because
So-
that's how you feel sometimes, right? Like,
yeah,
oh,
because you go to
be there,
exactly, and you don't know anybody there, and you go in there expecting something, and it's completely different. So the first time we went, I remember we go in there, and Carlos was actually giving the presentation, and I was new to YouTube, completely new to YouTube, knew nothing, still wonder, but knew nothing. So I would go in there, and I learned so much that first night, just from going one time. So I talked to Nate, we were going back and forth, and he's like, okay, being a 15-year-old, 13, whatever he was at the time. He's like, yeah, okay, we'll go. So we started going every week, and what it did...
That was also the time that, around that time, y'all came and checked us out when we had our little, the thing at the library.
Yes.
Oh, the
We
little,
had the
like,
panel at
Yeah,
the
the panel,
library.
the panel,
Yeah.
yep. And that was huge too.
Yeah, that
Little-
was
a
a
lot of
really big
people
thing.
there.
A lot of people were checking
Yeah.
it out.
That was
And
awesome.
we have a lot of people on our face group. Like we have a young girl, I believe her name's Erica, or the little girl that posts a lot of stuff on there. She came. She came to that, and she still posts. She rarely
yeah.
comes to the meetings.
Yes,
she's
yes.
come like maybe one or two times, but since she's going to school, she's not able to do that all the time. So maybe if since it's summer, maybe you can come check it out, and maybe we can give you some tips, or you can give us some tips, since we're all old.
Right, and that helps,
Yeah.
I think, is having some younger people come in. But one of the biggest collaborations that we've all done together with Jaybird Videos, who's on and commenting with Eric, who's our producer tonight,
And Aaron.
is Vato Rangers.
Yes.
So that was something that we all got together and collaborated, and that was an idea that was started by Jay. And then we've all been characters in it, and we've helped him produce and helped him edit and helped him with scripting and things like that. So it's become this kind of living project for all of us that we're all invested in.
Yeah.
And so then we can all promote it. So then that gives you different avenues because we all have different viewerships, basically. So that's one of the nice things I think about collaborating too, is you kind of you're getting out to a new audience that we wouldn't necessarily get out to.
And there's one thing that I can say is that there's nobody too small to collaborate with.
But some people think that.
A lot of people think that, but I mean, they may have a fan base that had no idea who you are.
Yeah, that's true.
And you just never know. You could be helping them step in the right direction. You could be leading them into something that's bigger for themselves. How does that hurt you to help somebody else out and to be kind and to be nice? Like, I don't see why people act that way, but a lot of people act that way like, oh, well, I'm too big on YouTube and I have 10,000 subscribers or whatever. So, you have 800 subscribers, so no thank you.
Yeah.
Like we have Chef Johnny, which is watching right now. He has over 20,000 subscribers.
Yep.
And unless you're a foul-mouthed person, he'll collaborate with you no matter how many subscribers you
he's
have.
offered for you to come out, and we've talked to him a few times about maybe.
So he's been on our show. We've collaborated on our show.
He's been on the show.
I've been on his live streams, so we do a ton of collaboration all the time.
And if you're ever in Lytle, go eat there. Trust me.
Go eat at his. Yes.
Yes, definitely.
So, the best.
All right, let us know if you're gonna be here in the week on the weekend, because maybe we'll head out and have some barbecue.
Some barbecue.
Maybe he won't be there because maybe it'll be pouring.
Maybe. Who knows?
You always
it
have
seems
to
like
check.
it stopped raining now, so.
Yeah, I don't hear the thunder right now.
I don't hear it anymore.
But even just collaborating, because we know each other and we've worked on the show together. So on the side I do Google reviews, and so I added Chef Johnny to the map and everything, and started a Google review for him so that he could then be seen and maybe get some more business that way too. But you just never know what other talents people have or what other things that they're into or doing.
And the other thing is it's fun. Bottom line, it's fun. When you're out there and you're doing your own thing, you kind of get, not that you get repetitive, but
sometimes you get kind of bored.
You get bored. Yeah. And the cool thing, especially for us now, is we've collabed with pretty much, I don't want to say everybody in the group, but for the most part, just about. And the cool thing for us is I remember one day, and I know Eric's behind the camera, y'all can't see him, but one day we're sitting around doing nothing, and I think it was Eric and Jay, they were like, hey, we're going to go do something, let's go. And boom, me, Nathan, we rolled out, we met up with Eric and Jay, we just filmed. And it was for everybody's channel. We were just goofing off. And all of us had content. All of us were able to put something on our channels. We all benefited from it. And eventually you get those cross viewers, like Colleen was saying, and people just come from different areas to see what you got going on. So when you do put out the new content, people are watching. And the other cool thing is, even that day with the Yoda video with you guys, he called me out of the blue. Vince calls me out of the blue, what are you doing? Nothing. Can you come film for me? Cool. I showed up here, it takes me about 30, 45 minutes to get here, depending. And we knocked that video out in a few hours. And it came out great. I love that video. I thought it was awesome.
That video too.
Seriously. If y'all haven't seen it,
to hear you guys
go watch the Yoda video
together and looking at the different things.
Yeah, I felt bad that day though. Because I was actually sitting where Vince is sitting right now, which was great because I never thought I'd be in the captain's chair. He's editing, so I'm like the backseat driver. I'm and then I finally realized, shut up, it's his project. So
no, he likes it.
No, I need people to bounce ideas off of when I'm.
It came out great though.
Yeah,
but that's another good reason to collaborate. Is sometimes it's nice to bounce ideas off of somebody because you have a certain view in your own head.
Like when should I cut into this video, into this overlay video right here? And should I do it here? No, I do it right here.
Right. Yep. And then what kind of transition should I use and stuff like that. And sometimes it's better to get somebody else's perspective because you're putting it out there for other viewers, not for yourself.
Absolutely.
Well, Vince does like to watch himself, so maybe.
I watch myself a lot less than I used to.
Yeah, you do.
But you get to that point though too, because I did the same thing. I'd be like, oh, let me look at this video. Now I'm I edit it, I blast it off, I'm on to the next one. And you just don't think about it. Now if it's something about the Rangers, you do go back and watch it because it's fun while you're filming, and then you put it together and it's wow, we did that. And I think that's awesome for everybody to be involved, the fun you have while you're doing it, and then it's something for the masses. There's something there.
Well, that's the thing. We'll be watching it, right? And then you remember funny stuff that happened when you were filming that doesn't make it into the video.
Exactly.
So you're remember when Eric did that thing?
Yeah, and it's something for all of us. That's what makes it fun. Anytime you can collaborate with other people. Oh wow.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna bring it up. I alluded to it. Those of us in the room knew what it was,
Wow.
but
So, Geeks of the Web, he's been very vocal on here. He says, this weekend, yes. And I brought him on to Geek Out to be the Level Up segment guy.
That was a great segment, by the way.
So,
Aaron, you did a good job, man. Seriously, I liked it.
You did a really good job on that. And he just brings it in. He gives me the video, and then I put my touch on it and then post it on there.
And then, but us watching it, so we're a different perspective. So then we see a few little things that he could do to even bump it up better for
absolutely.
next time. So then, we give him the notes, and then, he's like,
we haven't
that
given him
makes
the
sense.
notes yet, but we'll give you the notes.
They're coming.
Oh, I thought Vince gave you the notes, Aaron. I wrote the notes, but it's okay. He's going to give them to you eventually.
I'm going to give it to you eventually.
Just little tips that help. Like, as a viewer, I'm looking at it, and as the creator, you don't necessarily see it.
Right.
And so then people can tell you, which is why at the end of the videos, Vincent used to always say, subscribe and please comment, if there's something you'd like to see us do better or whatever. But people never comment. The only people that want to comment are the trolls and tell you how fat and ugly you are or whatever. Like, do you get any trolls on your vlog?
We don't get a lot right now. We've had, I think I can count on one hand like 3, but, and I think it was Vince, I think you said it one day, I was happy. Nathan was like, why are you happy? I was like, dude, we freaking made it right now. Yeah. He's like, why? I was like, we got a thumbs down and we got trolls. We just made it right now.
Yeah.
Because if you don't get to that level where people are starting to hate, quote unquote, then they still had to watch your videos.
Yeah.
Right.
They had to watch your videos that hated. They had to watch your videos and put a thumbs down. I was happy.
Well, and YouTube counts your interactions.
Exactly.
So if they're interacting with you, YouTube doesn't count just your happy interactions.
So they count their view, they count the interaction, even if it's thumbs down, and if they comment, they count that as well.
Yep.
So thank you, because we have one video on there about Matt Fantastic. People hate this guy, Matt Fantastic, and people are telling me, take down the video, take down the video. No, because y'all keep commenting.
That's right.
Y'all keep commenting and watching it, so we're at like a stupid amount of views right now.
I remember when that video came out and we're sitting at work. All of a sudden I get a message from Vince. Hey, check this out. And we're literally watching the views go up that day. Like both, I'm like, dude, 600. He's like, man, we're at 800. I'm like, dude, 1200. It was just like went up and up and up and up and up.
Yeah,
it was great.
Was funny.
It was awesome.
Yeah, so that's why
and
sometimes
for a video that didn't really do
it was
much
just an
for us,
interview.
it was just a regular interview.
Yeah, we just talked to him about games he made, so it wasn't even like we talked to him about anything else. But yeah, if you have haters, at some point you have to be able to just kind of slough it off, because there have also been like people that make videos against one another.
Yes.
So like, let's say Vincent and I decided we hated Adam for whatever reason, and so like we dressed up like him and Nate and like pretended to
Oh, that'd be hilarious. Do it. Eric is actually going to do a parody about us.
Soda Jerk.
Oh, wow.
Wow, again, I alluded to something and you went there. I just thought you were going to mention squirrel too while you were at it.
He wants controversy. He's going for shock value now.
Yeah, I'm going for shock value today. No.
Wow. The bad thing is only a few people in us will know.
Yeah.
A few people watching know, but...
No, anyway. Please, everybody, go look up all these videos and see all the trolling. And then
wow.
Look up Hangman Charlie.
See, right now Eric's like, haha, I'm off camera.
Wait, is Squirrel Jerky's video up still too? About what's a jaybird? Go look up that one too, people, while you're at it.
Wow.
Eric, anybody hate you? We should promote.
I don't have any content.
Yes, you do.
Because we keep trying to get him on the show, and he's like, I don't have any content.
Do anything.
I was like, when I get to 10 videos, then I'll be on.
We need a collab to get him to 10.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. See my segue?
There you go. That was a good segue.
So collaboration. So are there things that you'll stay away from in a collaboration?
I try to keep our stuff positive for the most part. So I mean, if it's some kind of project where you're gonna do something stupid, we'll probably stay away from it. I don't have a lot of things that we'll stay away from, to be honest with you. A lot of times I'll run it by Nate too. I mean, yes, I'm the dad, but it's our channel. So if it's something that he's not going to be comfortable with, I'm not going to do it. And vice versa. We bounce it off each other because at the end of the day, it's our channel, you know.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I try to keep it positive as much as I can. Don't bring in the negative. It's going to happen regardless sometimes, but, you know, we'll do pretty much anything.
I think for us, we try to stay away from political stuff.
True.
Like,
That's a good point. I do.
Sometimes it kind of depends because we do have somebody who comes to the show regularly who's transgender. So we do have to have those kinds of conversations every once in a while.
that shouldn't
I was gonna say, was that
politics.
Yeah.
But people consider it that.
People consider it that, but I'm talking about like, oh, I hate this
The Cheeto in
politician or
charge.
that,
Yeah, that's fine.
or do stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't-
It was my turn to be controversial. You've been it all night.
I was gonna say we don't get political at all.
Well, y'all do
stay
a
away
lot
from
of like, this is our day, and this
Oh,
is what we went
absolutely.
and did,
Yeah.
and
And that's-
did you vlog about your recent trip?
Oh yeah, it's on there.
I didn't know if you had put it up yet.
Actually, we had so much content. Obviously, I couldn't edit where I was because we were at my brother's house, and my brother is very anti anything social media, which is fine.
Which is
For his old job that he had to be, so it's all good. But so I didn't edit, I didn't do anything. But when I got back, people don't see the other side of YouTube where you got to edit. I edited for like 4 days and got all this footage down to 10-minute videos, and there's 3 parts.
oh nice.
So there's 3 videos up there that I posted over 3 weeks and put them out there. So, but yes, they are up there.
So you did branch out some outside of San Antonio because you guys did take this trip.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
So then again, it's just kind of like your life and what y'all
Right.
are
Yeah.
doing in
The
it.
whole reason for the SA project name part of it was kind of 2 reasons. The first and main reason when we did N&A Vlogs to begin with, we're like, hey, Nate and Adam, that'll work. Great.
There's a lot of
N&As.
vlogs.
And I'm very.
Is there really?
Yeah, I was very surprised.
Oh wow.
But when you
And
look
they
it
all
up, you're
pop
one of
up.
the first ones.
I'm so happy about that. I think the
Yeah.
only reason we are, though, is because we've stayed active.
Yeah.
And so we're posting videos, we got stuff coming up. And so, yeah, you're right. We were like at the bottom. And then one day I'm on there, I'm like, search N&A. You know how you do that. And it pops up at the top. I was like, oh, what?
Nice.
Screenshot.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and we're not the biggest channel. We don't have the most viewers, but at least for the N&A world, we're at the top.
We're at the top.
Yeah.
So, at least the top 3. So, yeah, it's pretty good.
Well, sometimes we worry about the essay part because we have the essay in our
Right,
name
right.
too. And does that make people think that because it's just essay, that kind of may turn them off to be like, well, I don't live there in San Antonio, so
Right.
I don't care anything about San Antonio, so, why would I want to watch that?
Right.
So we wonder about that sometimes.
Yeah,
I think it's just
we
a
do
title.
cover some stuff that's in San Antonio, but we talk about all
Because we
the
Yeah,
love
you go
our city,
everywhere.
so, we
And there's a
do
lot
wanna
happening
promote
here
what's
as
going
well.
on
Yeah.
here, yeah.
It's
that the world should be aware of.
That's right.
Yeah.
6th biggest city in the world now, I think they said, or nation.
Yeah. 7.
I think they just switched it to 6.
Really?
Yeah, I thought I heard that.
But there
Google
there is so much to do. Like you guys could put out regular content because
Oh,
that's another thing
absolutely.
that you guys always talk about is you have to put out regular content or
Right.
people will stop watching, right?
Right, and that's another good thing with the collaborations because it may not necessarily be our content, but when we're out, it gives us something to do. So we'll be out somewhere, on the set of about the Rangers.
About the Rangers.
Sorry,
Yeah,
we
that
keep
was
going
funny
back to that, guys.
But that was funny with all of y'all. So there's all these
and
people,
everybody's like this with
DJ
cameras.
And DJ was there too. So it's all these YouTubers and
I think I even did a segment. I'm like, what happens when YouTubers are together and everybody had their cameras out like that,
Everybody.
and everybody was talking into their cameras. Nobody was talking to each other.
Because
It was
it's real
great.
funny. Everybody in this room right now is on about the Rangers.
That's true.
Yep.
That's true.
Yep.
Every single one.
All of us.
So if y'all get a chance, go watch it.
Yeah,
That's all
go
we're saying.
watch it.
It's fun. It's
Yeah.
fun.
We keep plugging it because it's
It's
really
fun.
funny.
It's really good.
But
It's
if
really
Jay
good.
would
It's
just put
really
out
fun.
the final movie, Jay,
We got more to do.
ándale por favor.
Yeah,
Muévete.
make it happen.
We got more to do. We still got to go film.
Jay,
Anyway,
do it.
Y'all gotta hurry up.
It's gonna happen, and when it happens, it's gonna be awesome. But
The
I mean,
stuff that we have that he released already was really good.
yeah, it was good.
And We're a little biased because it's.
I was gonna say
the majority
you think
of it
that
is
because
us.
it was us.
But it was really well done.
Yeah.
It was. His editing has come a long way. And again, that's the thing about collaboration and going to these meetings is you are learning these skills.
Yes.
And sometimes there are outside people that come in, like Austin Rogers, who comes in and talks about, branding and how to promote your channel. So y'all are getting outside information.
Yes.
And Vincent and I usually do research before the meeting. So when he's the teacher, he's put in the research so that you don't necessarily have to. He kind of gets you started on what to do, like doing the media kit from last week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was really good. I wish there was more people on that one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
But there was an issue with like parking downtown.
Yeah, it was a nightmare.
Was there an event or what?
No, they shut down a parking
down.
lot that we usually use.
Nobody can park there.
So
everybody's like, peace out.
Jay says
pretty
I'm
much.
working on it. It's too hot to film. LOL, just kidding. Because I remember he said, "Oh, we're gonna film about the Rangers during Fiesta," and that never happened.
Oh, that'd been cool.
That should have
been
happened,
cool.
but it never happened. That would have been cool.
Well,
Do you take Nate to Fiesta? Have you done Fiesta? Because we didn't do a Fiesta video this year either.
I have an issue with Fiesta. It goes back to when I was a teenager. So I don't know how deep you want to get, but
Oh, well, now we want
yeah,
to
it
get
was
deep
pretty bad.
now that you brought
no,
it up.
I had. Well, you know where I went to school. I'm not going to say it on here, but you know where I went to school. So some friends of mine were at Fiesta one time. And don't get me wrong, Fiesta's great, yo. I'm not downing Fiesta at all. Trust me, I'd probably go back. But anyway, so since then, there was an incident where they were downtown at Fiesta. Somebody bumped into this guy, one of their twin brothers. One of them bumped into each other, or bumped into this guy, spilled his beer, and they're like, "Oh, sorry, we'll buy you another beer." So they went and they bought him another one. Well, this guy followed them out to the parking lot. When they got in the parking lot, he opened fire.
Over a beer.
Over a beer, a spilt beer. So there's more that goes into it, but that's the gist of it. So since then, I've never really gone back or even gone down to Fiesta because too many people.
You don't get shot at
No,
Fiesta.
you don't. But that's just it's
not a
one
thing.
time. Don't get me wrong. Fiesta's fun in San Antonio. It's huge.
But something like that could traumatize you.
and
You do not
it's a
wanna take
personal
your
thing now.
15-year-old.
Yeah, exactly. So I generally
You could
don't
do
go.
like King William or
But-
something that's a little more family friendly.
Yeah.
There's like family friendly stuff at Fiesta.
It's like the crowd thing too,
And
but-
Jay just shared your page right now, so he has it in there.
Nice.
If you haven't seen it.
Thanks,
also,
Jay.
Lennon from Kitchen Time LV.
Lennon.
He says, "Hey guys, hey Lennon." So definitely check out his. He'll show you how to do home cooked meals,
Yep.
and it's really good.
Don't watch it when you're hungry though. It's like watching
Don't
Chef.
watch it when you're hungry. It
yeah,
makes
don't
you
watch
hungry.
stuff when you're hungry.
And
yeah.
Chef Johnny says Vince is too dang smart. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. I hope you're being honest. No. and also Lennon says hi, Adam.
Hey, Lennon.
Chef says I don't do Fiesta. Nothing is worse than a drunk when you're. Nothing is worse than a drunk when you're not.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Well, and the crowd.
That's true.
There are certain things that nowadays that we're older.
Oh yeah.
Like when you get older, you get more agitated with people. It's like hashtag old people problems. But there's just like Nyosa.
Oh yeah.
When we were younger, it was great. But now that we're older, we're like, oh, there's too many people, and they're touching
hot.
me, and they're breathing, and it's hot, and they're taking up all the space.
Let's just go really early.
See, and they do a lot of business too. That's the thing with Fiesta. They do a lot of business, and it's a great, fun place to go. It's just it's not for everybody.
But it's funny because so we all do the YouTube thing, and a lot of us are vlogging.
Oh, it'd be great
stuff
content.
about our
Yeah.
daily lives or whatever. So when you go out with friends who are not those kind of people, and then you're filming, and they're like,
Yeah. That's one thing with us, especially with me. I get self-conscious about it because I'll be out there with the camera and I'll be out, especially when we're in public. And, to be in an event like Fiesta or Nyosa and like you said, people aren't into that. They see you stand. It's okay to be with a cell phone and pointing at yourself and talking to it. But the minute they see you with a camera, like, a DSLR or a point and shoot, all of a sudden you get the weirdest looks. Mm-hmm. It's funny, but then it's like self-conscious too for me. So I'm like, I'm just gonna put this down.
Well, yeah, because I've been doing the Google reviews. So I was at Heroes and Fantasies the other day meeting some friends, and I wanted to put some pictures of Heroes and Fantasies and like do a review. So I'm like secretly going around the store with my camera, and I'm like,
I've done that. I've tried to be secretive, filming some stuff, and
because it is kind of embarrassing when everybody's like looking at you.
But it's easier to do when you're collaborating with other YouTubers.
It is.
Right, because then there's a bunch of
Because then you have a group.
The funny thing is, I remember being out one time, and I think it was DJ and all of us were all together, and everybody had their cameras out, and everybody was like, "Are y'all YouTubers? Are y'all YouTubers?" We're like, "Yeah." And it's funny because like the kids get it.
Mm-hmm.
The kids will run in there and want to be in your video.
Yeah.
They want to collab with you right there, which is cool. I put kids, not kids, but people that have asked, you know, that you can see them in the background or whatever, and they're happy. They're like, okay, that's cool. Which I like doing stuff like that because I don't know, it's different, but you still get that, I don't know, that weird feeling.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's nice to have people like kind of be appreciative of what you're doing, I think.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, when it's younger people like in their 20s or late teens, they appreciate that because for a lot of them, that's like the goal job nowadays, right?
That's true. The kids are all into it.
So they're like, "Oh my God, you're a YouTuber?" You're like,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah,
Yeah,
so cool."
We have Joshua Salazar. It says hello, and it's raining cats and dogs.
Yes,
Oh.
it is. It's pouring over here. We were like crossing our fingers that the power would go out during our live
luckily
show.
it didn't go out. And Joshua was actually
He was there
this week at this week's
Meeting.
meetup, YouTube meetup. So thanks for watching. I appreciate that.
Another one I was thinking of, because you were talking about younger people, is Hopeful Survivor. And he hasn't been to the meetings in a really long time because he got a new job and everything. But we met him playing Pokemon Go and filming Pokemon Go in the park.
I saw that video actually, which is funny because that's when we were first kind of getting into this stuff.
Yeah, that was quite a while ago when it was first kind of starting up. But yeah, then getting to talk to him and meet him, and he's actually in our neighborhood even. So it's just interesting who you can meet, but it's sometimes getting past that shyness and getting past that embarrassment and just kind of like going for
And it's funny because David from Squirrel Jerky Media is in the area too now.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
We're all going to have to get together. Well, Squirrel's been on our show before.
He's been on.
So, and that's the one thing. I like to collaborate with people. I like doing Vato Rangers. I like doing stuff. I've had you in mind many times. A couple of times.
But it's just like Game Expo, for example. We're looking out a window, and I was like, "Oh, Vince is here, camera." And boom, we collabed just like that.
Boom.
It was great.
And it was easy. And it wasn't hard.
No, it's not hard.
Well, that was fun. You used to, speaking of Game Expo, you used to do that at Game Expo. Y'all did, what was the name of it that y'all did? Where it was you and Geek Venture.
Geekception.
Oh,
Geekception, yeah.
Geekception.
Yeah.
So it was me, Geek, and the Geek Vengers, or GVTV, and we would get together and film the same thing at the same time, and then post it out our different ways. But that was a good collaboration, and a lot of cool things happened during those, some really cool things from Z. So one of the girls from Z Nation like jumped in on our video at Alamo City Comic Con, and it was really cool.
Yeah, and speaking of that, it's kind of funny that you said that because big shout out to Geek Father, by the way, right now, going through some stuff, but big shout out to him.
Yeah.
But it's funny because you're talking about when you guys did that collab right there. We were at that, what was the panel at the library, Vince, that y'all did? The first one, when we went. We kept running into, Nate and I were walking around, we're vloging, of course, and we kept running into Sean from Hopeful. And every time we ran into each other, vlogception, and people were looking at us like, what are you talking about? It was funny.
That is funny.
It was every time. We saw him like 4 or 5 times, just kind of going by.
Funny.
Vlogception.
Did y'all film each other filming each other?
Yeah, we each have it in the vlog, so if you watch his, you got us going by. If you watch ours, he's going by. It was great.
See, and stuff like that. It's just funny, right? It's funny and fun. And
What would be cool is if y'all cut the one video together and integrated that.
Oh, that would be cool.
That would be an awesome collaboration.
That would be interesting.
Hand in hand, if somebody wants to do that.
That would be interesting.
Well, no, I think what y'all should all do is y'all need to find, and DJ had kind of mentioned something similar to this, but y'all need to find like some street corner where maybe like each of y'all are coming in from different directions, and then you kind of like meet each other, and you've all got the cameras, and I don't know, maybe y'all dance or something, like something silly. But I think that would be so funny.
That'd be interesting.
Y'all should do that. Like, it's
it'd be
like
a camera, and then another person filming it.
And then y'all need something catchy
together.
like, remember those old Reese's peanut butter cup commercials where it's like, you got your chocolate in my peanut butter, you got your peanut butter in my chocolate.
That's right.
Like maybe y'all get your cameras all tangled up or something.
I have no idea why this happened, but when you were talking about that, I thought of like a Bruno Mars video or something. I don't know why.
Does Bruno Mars like chocolate?
I have no idea.
Like,
I was thinking about the collab.
Oh, the collab?
Yeah. But
bringing it back. He's trying to bring it back.
He's bringing it all back.
Trying.
You can never bring me back, Adam. I'm gone.
I'm gone.
Once I go, I'm gone.
Speaking of gone, there's a lot of things happening we can go and do this weekend on the Geek End. If we can go ahead and cue that up.
Roll that beautiful weekend
Alicia.
footage.
Hi guys, happy Friday. Alicia here with your Geek End report. Let me tell you about what's going on around San Antonio this weekend. There's a lot. First off, Toy Story 4 cereal party at the Alamo Draft House. They're going to have a cereal buffet, and wearing pajamas is encouraged. A big one at the charity bar is International Sailor Moon Day. There's going to be a costume contest, vendors, cosplay, photo opportunities, Japanese food, and some themed cocktails, and it's all to benefit various women's charities. So sounds like a great way to give back and celebrate your favorite fandom. If you are a member, Six Flags Fiesta Texas is having a summer membership celebration, which means that you are going to be able to ride all of the rides after hours, and they're also going to have some snacks and drinks available. If you signed up for the Skin Deep FX SFX Latex Workshop, that's going to be at Easy's. There's Disney karaoke at La Botanica. You can cosplay and sing from some of your favorite songs. Oh, and also, it's Pride. Hi, guys.
That was not my fault.
That was totally your fault. You told him what button to push.
No.
Stop listening to Vince. That was his fault.
I meant the other
button?
back up.
The other button?
Poor Alicia.
Let's give a whole one back to her and do it again.
Hi guys, happy Friday. Alicia here with your Geek End report. Let me tell you about what's going on around San Antonio this weekend. There's a lot. First off, Toy Story 4 cereal party at the Alamo Draft House. They're going to have a cereal buffet, and wearing pajamas is encouraged. A big one at the charity bar is International Sailor Moon Day. There's going to be a costume contest, vendors, cosplay, photo opportunities, Japanese food, and some themed cocktails, and it's all to benefit various women's charities. So sounds like a great way to give back and celebrate your favorite fandom. If you are a member, Six Flags Fiesta Texas is having a summer membership celebration, which means that you are going to be able to ride all of the rides after hours, and they're also going to have some snacks and drinks available. If you signed up for the Skin Deep FX SFX Latex Workshop, that's going to be at Easy's. There's Disney karaoke at La Botanica. You can cosplay and sing from some of your favorite songs. Oh, and also it's Pride this weekend, and they're having a cosplay meetup at the Pride Parade as well. So if you want more details about any of these events, or just to see what else is going on during the week, check out my Facebook page, Geek Fun SA. You can scroll through the feed or click on the events tab and find out what you want to go to. Anyways, that's all I have for you. I hope you guys have a fabulous geekend. Bye.
And by the way, we collaborate with Alicia as well from Geek Fun SA. So if you haven't checked out her Facebook page, definitely check that out. It'll be a lot
and
of fun.
she's going to start doing some more videos as well. She's going to kind of use us as guinea pigs to practice and see how she likes it and how she's going to cut and stuff like that. But that's another thing that we don't mind doing for each other, is kind of being the guinea pigs and seeing how different types of segments work.
And if you want to kind of see what Adam does, we can go ahead and cue that up and see it right now. That's exactly what he does. So definitely check that out on YouTube. And it's N&A Vlogs, the SA project. And that'll be a lot of fun. It's very cool. But Adam, thanks for coming in. I really
Thanks for having me. It was
because
fun.
I always kept saying, oh yeah, I've had you on, haven't I? Oh,
No.
you've helped us produce, haven't you? But it's like,
But
we
now you
see
can
each other
say it.
so much.
Yeah, we see each other almost
Yeah.
every day, so almost.
So almost. We at least talk to each other. Or
Yeah,
at least
true.
type to each
Yeah,
other.
typing. Instant messenger is
Talking
great.
nowadays.
Yeah.
So thanks for checking us out. I'm Vince.
I'm Colleen. That's Adam. Thanks, Eric.
Yes, thank you, Eric.
Good job, Eric.
Geek out us there.